Yeah, we're live. Hello, guys. It's John C. Live Show, and I just want to welcome you to another episode with my special guest, Mr. Jimmy Burns, BY Security. How you doing, sir?
I'm all right. How are you, John? Good evening.
I'm good, thank you. I'm honoured to have you back on again for the third time now. I must be
Yeah.
honoured. Could you just introduce yourself, please, Jimmy, to people that don't know you?
Yeah, my name's Jimmy Burns. I run a security company based in Essex called BWise Security.
Okay, so could you tell me when did you start your business and how long
In
you've been trading?
21 years now, John, year 2000, we started BWise. 21 years in business and still going.
Okay, that's fantastic. So what sort of areas do you cover? I know you're based in Essex, but what areas do you cover?
We cover from Romford all the way up to Suffolk now, John, to be honest with you. Felixstowe, Ipswich.
Oh, okay. So do like I know you do the security side of it, but could you just explain what sort of security you do? I know people might think it might be security guards or whatever, but can you just explain what security you actually do?
Yeah, we fit intruder alarms, burglar alarms, CCTV, security lighting, door entry systems, um, stuff like that, John, you know?
Okay, so do you do any additional products with your services?
Well, we do the base. Look, I'm an old school alarm engineer, right, John? So
Yeah,
I don't like all the gimmicks and all the silly stuff that have brought on the market, right? If someone breaks
yeah,
into your house or your business and the alarm goes off, it rings, yeah,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
hopefully the burglars run off, yeah, and do one, and everyone in the neighbourhood can hear the bell ringing. But there's a lot of companies now. Some companies put a little silver plaque on the front of your house and don't have a live bell. Another national company will link you up to a monitoring station and don't put a live bell up, so it only rings internally. To me, John, I like the old fashioned, tried and tested methods. I always have, you know. I'm a bit old fashioned like that.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a good way to be, really. So with your services do you do, is it like domestic? Is it commercial?
We
And
do
stuff like that? Or
we do both, John. We do domestic and commercial, but I like the domestic jobs, right? I don't like the big factories and the warehouses and the big jobs. I like doing the little houses, going round, seeing a little old girl, having a cup of tea, having a chat, making them secure, families, just I like the domestic work myself. A lot of people don't like it because there's not a lot of money in it, to be honest with you. But my life ain't about money, to be honest, John. I'm just happy to pay me bills and, you know,
yeah, I think that's very honourable of you to do that because there's not many companies out there that actually do that. So yeah, so how can people contact you if they want to contact you for your wonderful services that you do?
well, we've had the website going for years. We're all over the internet, Google. We've got probably, I think, nearly 400 checker trade reviews at the moment and rising. A lot of our work is word of mouth. Everybody seems to know us or have heard of us, John. So our numbers everywhere. We're not hard to get hold of.
Yeah, because yeah, so the one other question about your services. Is your systems linked to any call center or is it linked to where's it linked to your systems?
John, we don't link them to any call centres. To be quite honest with you, I'll tell you how it works. We set up your alarm system. You can have it on a mobile app that can ring as many phones as you want to link in. We can set them
Yeah,
on the old fashioned PSTN phone lines. and that can ring up to 4 phone numbers. Everybody's got a mobile phone nowadays, yeah? It can also ring landline numbers. So if your burglar alarm goes off and you're up the road shopping or you're having a meal out and your burglar alarm goes off, it will ring you or a member of your family. If you know no one's in, you can ring the police, can't you? Why does it have to be linked up to a call centre or a monitoring centre so that you, the customer, has to pay a monthly bill for that? Yeah, when they ring you
Yeah,
anyway, they ring you before they ring the police, unless it's a confirmed alarm. Yeah, so you can
yeah,
ring the police, can't you? Saving you a
yeah, that's true.
fortune.
That's true.
And this is what
Yeah,
the
so
customers don't know, John. You know, they think, oh, we've got to have it linked to a monitoring station. But if it's linked to 4 phone numbers, surely that's good enough, isn't it? It rings you straight away. You can ring the police.
yeah, that's true. That's what you can do. Yeah. No, thank you for answering that question, Jimmy.
No problem.
Um, also, I've looked on your website and it says that you're a small family-run business. You've been going for
That's right.
20 years, is it? 20 years, is it?
21 years now, John.
21 years. Sorry, my mistake. Sorry. Um, yeah. So, the big question I want to ask you is: are you looking to expand your business?
No, no way, shape, or form, John, really, are we looking to expand. We've got lots of work. The phone don't stop ringing. The crime rate's through the roof. Be quite honest with you, John, it's so sad. I try and network with other alarm companies, but none of them seem to want to play the game, right? I pass on quite a lot of work, and it's sad because I pass a lot of work onto a lot of my London connections because the people where I live don't want to play the game. And I'm bringing people out into Essex and Suffolk from Dagenham and East London and all that and surrounding areas when I could be giving it to Joe Bloggs round the corner. But no one wants to play the game, unfortunately.
No, that's true. Again, thank you for answering that question. So where did you get your work from? Well, because obviously you must have built up a big reputation from all over the people from Essex for doing it for like 21 years. So you must have built up a good fan base with that
We've got
industry
over
that you do.
we've got over 5,000 customers, right, John, and we try and bend over backwards to look after people. We're not greedy. We try and give them a good service the best we can. We're only human. Yeah, we let people down. Yeah, we phone up. Sometimes we're 10, 20 minutes late. Yeah, sometimes we have to cancel a job or two. We're human. But at the end of the day, we try our best. So most of our work is through word of mouth, looking after people, good reputation. I mean, there's a few people, their slogan is do your homework. I love that slogan. So I make them right. I agree with them on that. Do your homework. If you want to do your homework on us, we're all CRB checked. None of us have got criminal records. We began 21 years. We've got 5,000 customers and rising. We've got an impeccable record on Checker Trade. We've got some fantastic Facebook reviews. So when people use that slogan, do your homework, I couldn't agree with that more. Please, people, before you use us or before you use anybody to do with security, check them out. Do your homework. I totally agree with that slogan.
Yeah. So how do you compare yourself to the national companies that are out there in the security industry today?
Well, we don't run on a big scale like that, John. Look, they've got big overheads, they've got offices, they've got brand spanking new vans on the road. We drive about in '04 Astra vans. I mean, my vans are years old, yeah. But I forward my savings on to the customers, yeah. I don't live in a big house. I ain't got a jet ski. I haven't got a field full of horses. At the end of the day, all the companies are different. Some of them have got bigger overheads, they've got big offices, they've got loads of staff. Hence, the prices are just going to go up and up and up. The big nationals tend to charge a monthly basis, more like you're renting the system, whereas us, it's a one-off payment and an annual service. So you pay for the system once and then you get it serviced once a year if you want to. That's totally your choice. And then we just go from there. We don't put your arm up your back until you've got to have anything.
Yeah. So do you enjoy what you do?
John, I love my job. Absolutely love my job. There's nothing that makes me happier than going around a little old girl's house where she's got a fault on her alarm or the camera's gone out, and I do a 5 to 10 minute repair job or press a couple of buttons, and she says, "How much I owe you?" I'll say nothing. Make me a cup of tea, two sugars. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not all about the money, right? I enjoy looking after people. That's the whole part of it. But to be honest, John, I'm getting old. I'm tired. I don't think I'm going to be in this game forever. Yeah. But at the end of the day, while I'm doing it, I'll always look after my customers as best I can.
Yeah. I just want to say you've got a comment. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. Somebody called Shelley Tretton. She put BYs
Oh,
are the best.
no, thank you, Shelley. She's lovely. I've known her years. Thank you, Shelley. God bless you.
Yeah, so she just sent that. So, do you know, is there anybody out there that's trying to copy what you do? Copy your idea, copy your business concept?
John, listen,
Or
mate, they all copy my wording, my advertising, all sorts, you know. But at the end of the day, I don't get the I take it as a compliment, right? I mean, at the end of the day, we've all got to eat, we've all got to go to work, we've all got families to feed, we've all got bills to pay. But yeah, I feel like Dolly the sheep, to be quite honest. I feel like I've been cloned. Yeah, I walk about. I feel like I've got many shadows. But as I said, I take it as a compliment. If you've really got to copy what I do, and maybe that's an ultimate compliment to me. I don't get the ump about it. I just want to be left alone, John, and have a quiet life. I don't interfere with no one.
yeah, I've got to say a comment on that for me.
Go on.
Um, I think that if someone copies your business idea and your business platform, what you do, then you're doing something right. Because why would they
Yeah,
copy you in the first?
exactly, John. I totally agree. The problem is some of these companies are trying to copy you, and they're going out fitting substandard B and Q alarms. You know, like I won't mention the brand names, but
No,
they're installing substandard stuff, and some of the installs I come across is totally shocking. And I feel sorry for the customers because they end up paying twice. You know, and all this I do take it as a compliment when people recommend me on Facebook, and I really do appreciate all these lovely people from all over the place that recommend me. But they also recommend some people that are absolutely shocking. You wouldn't want them outside your house, let alone inside your house. Con merchants, all sorts, John. And when some of the names I see pop up on there, I cringe because I think, really, what you're recommending that person, you want them in your house. And then there's other companies I see pop up, and I think, no, well done. They're an established company. They've been going a long while. They've got a good reputation. I'd rather lose the work to them than a jack of all trades, master of none. I'm actually sick of seeing that.
yeah, that's true. I've just got to mention though, you got a lovely comment again from Shelley. She put on the screen, she put, when I was a single mum, Jimmy and his family made my home safe.
Lovely. Thank you. And do you know what? What a lovely lady to. A lot of people got short memories, John, but obviously Shelley hasn't. She's a nice lady. She's always been good. And we try our best for everyone, me, Mel, and Holly. It's not just me.
Yeah, that was my next question. I do believe that you've kept it in the family because your daughter Holly now does it as well.
Yeah,
So, how long has she been doing it, Jimmy?
since she was 7 years old, John. She's 22 now.
She learned from the best. She learned from her dad, you know. So at least you've kept it in the family, you know.
Listen,
So then one day you can pass it on to her, you know.
that girl used to come out of work working with me on Saturdays, Sundays, school holidays. And I'm not going to lie, I think I said it before in an interview here. I even used to let her have days off at school, John, yeah? But she's a qualified electrician and she's out there every day of the week. She does 3, 4 jobs a day. That kid does not stop grafting. I'm so proud of her. Proud of my eldest daughter as well, but they're chalk and cheese. But Holly is an absolute asset to us, a credit.
No, I think it's just wonderful that obviously somebody from your family, your daughter, can actually learn from you and then use that skill to go and do work for you, for the company, basically, knowing that one day that business will become hers because she's learned from the best. She's learned from you. She's learned from what mum's taught her, what you've taught her. So it's a credit to you. You can sit back and look at the rewards that your training's paid off because it's set her up in life to do that.
John,
Credit
you're totally right, and I agree with you. But we've got very old school values. That's why I come across on Facebook as a moaner, because I've got morals, standards, values. People ain't got them anymore. They'll sell themselves down the river. But we have brought our children up to go to work, hold your head up high, be proud of what you do, and we're proud people, yeah. And that's why I rant and I moan, because at the end of the day, I've got a bit of self pride, standards, morals. I'm a very, very loyal person. And at the end of the day, when people delete me or they fall out with me, they've lost a good friend in my eyes, because I tell you, there's no going back. But at the end of the day, if I'm a friend of yours, I look after you for life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, so it goes to like this: that if you treat you well, you'll treat them well. If they treat you bad, then obviously they're not really a friend. If they can treat you bad, that's the way I look at it anyway.
It's all about the money. At the end of the day, someone will fall out with you over a tenner these days. Personally, I wouldn't want to lose a friendship over a tenner, but people would. The difference with me is, I'll be good to anyone, but as soon as you cross me, I don't wish you any harm, any malice. Best of luck to you. Just stay out of my way. Don't talk to me. I'm not interested. Get on with your life. Crack on. Yeah?
Yeah. You've got another very good comment as well from Liam West. He's put
All
good
right.
Man, 1 in a million. There
Lovely.
we go.
Thank you, Liam. God bless you. Thank you, Liam.
No, I just think it's great that I've had the opportunity to have you on my show now 3 times now, and you get to share your story. Maybe we could do this a regular thing. Get you on, because I know before, and it'd be an honour to have you on again.
John, I would like you to interview my daughter Holly one day. I'd like you to do a live stream with Holly, because she never gets put on the platform. She never gets to say her bit. Yeah. She might tell you a completely different story. My dad's a slave driver, whatever. I don't think so, but she's a good girl. She works hard, and I'd love you to do an interview with her one day, because she really does. She is a big link in the chain, that girl.
Can I just answer your question to that? I think it'll be great to interview your daughter, because then I'll get to hear it from both sides.
Exactly.
From your side and from her side. You got a comment here again from Brian. I hope I say this surname right. Hulston. He's put good words, Jimmy. Can you see that on the screen?
Oh, yeah. Brian, nice fella. He's a good man. Hard worker. Like him. Well done, Brian. Thank you.
No, because obviously for me, it'll be an honour to obviously have your daughter on. If you can set that up, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Not a problem.
Definitely.
And if I could do to help.
I'm all about promoting and networking and small businesses. At the end of the day, I will always recommend a small local business and try and put work people's way. But sometimes it all seems a little bit one-sided, and I just don't get the concept that people just seem to be a bit wrapped up in themselves. And if we were to all share a bit of work, we could all have an equal slice of the pie. But maybe some people just want to eat the whole pie and not share it. But I don't work like that. I just like to see everybody getting on. People who are self-employed, it's hard. But even so now, people who have got jobs for companies and, PAYE, they're struggling as well. It's hard for everybody at the minute. And the way people are acting towards each other shocks me sometimes, we've been locked down for nearly a year, and yet people are still so materialistic and me. Well, I thought that would have stopped a year later after all being locked down and struggling. It doesn't seem to have changed.
No, because my take on it is that we all if you're in business with, even if you're not, if we all went out of our way to help everybody, the world would be a better place. You know, it costs nothing to be nice, and if someone needs your help, help them. It's not. It shouldn't be all like you said. It shouldn't be all. Say, for example, all me, but not you. If I'm doing something, I want to make sure you gain from it too, and vice versa. If you do something, I know you do it back. You know, so that's my take on it anyway.
Exactly, like I said to you, John, we've all got bills to pay, right? At the end of the day, we've all got to eat, right? And it's tough times, and it's times like this that the people should stick together, especially small local businesses should stick together, help each other. But you know what? Some people absolutely shock me, and people have got short memories. They really have.
See, because sometimes I find that sometimes you could do good deeds for people, but sometimes them people down the line, they forget the days when you helped them, the days you helped them when they were struggling. They forget them times, you know, and it's quite sad, really, that you help people, not just you, but anybody, and people seem to have short memories and forget, you know.
John, I don't just help people with jobs and work and going around and
For
helping
anything.
them out with their alarm systems and that. I've spent hours and hours and hours talking to people in the past on the phone. Yeah, I've given them advice. I'm not just talking about a couple of days. I'm talking about 3, 4 times a week on the phone, giving them advice and helping them and trying to get them out of pickles and stuff. They don't even answer your text messages. You know, they soon forget, and they're the things that really aggravate me and really, you know, get my back up, to be honest with you, because they really do forget.
No, I just think basically, obviously, when I first met you and when I saw the work you did, and it was quite humbling for me to even know it doesn't have to be like you said about security work. You've even gone to the lengths of helping the homeless and giving them food and different things like that. But again, then people sort of forget when you do things like that, kindness, and it's not very nice, and it's quite sad that people can go out of their way. And sometimes people are not even about the homeless, but anything. People sometimes won't even say thank you, and that's quite shocking, really.
John, you're right. Old school, please and thank you. That's what I'm saying. Going back to what I said earlier, please and
Yeah,
thank you. Manners cost nothing, yeah? And the difference is, I recommend a lot of people to jobs. I don't care if they get them. I don't care if they get a 5 grand job or a 50 grand job. I don't want to drink. I don't want nothing. Do you know what I would like? Someone to say thank you, just to say thank you. Yeah, don't want no money off
yeah,
of them. Don't want anything else. Just a thank you. Yeah, because it's manners. It's just old school morals. Yeah, but a lot of them, they don't even say thanks. They're that arrogant. They think that they're entitled to just have that. You know, you're entitled to just keep recommending them and putting their name up without them saying thank you. And again, it's rude and it's annoying.
yeah, yeah. Because the annoying part of that is that you didn't have to go out your way to give them a contact or give them a little link there, a push up the ladder. But it costs nothing, like I said, for them just to go, thanks, Jim, mate. Thanks, bro. It helped me a lot. Thanks. Pat on the back.
Exactly.
No, but to blank somebody, that comes across as quite rude. And I could never do that. I know you know me, you know my background. I've helped a lot of people out, you know,
Yeah.
and I don't want nothing in return. But some people can just say, at least, thank you, you know, cost nothing.
Yeah.
And I agree. I agree. You
Well, the
know,
thing
and
is,
a nice
John,
man.
the thing is as well, John, like I call them scrollers, yeah. A lot of people,
Yeah,
especially business people, self-employed, they'll put all their job pics on and that. At the end of the day, it's we're all in the same boat. We're all struggling. We're all trying to get a bit of work, but it never hurts anyone to like your pictures or do anything because obviously people who put their pictures on are proud of what they do. They've got up in the morning and gone to work, yeah. But at
yeah,
the end of the day, John, they say when you see them, oh, we don't never go on Facebook or social media. And I think, yeah, you do. You're always on it. You just think about yourself. You only care about you. But they're the ones that fall down because they're not playing the game. They're not playing the
Yeah,
game, mate.
no, it's true. But obviously, like as you know as well as I do, when you help someone once and you don't get a thank you or even a bit of praise, you know not to help them people again because you didn't get recognised for the first time you helped them. So why would you go back for a second time? You wouldn't. You're not
That's
going to be
right.
shut on twice. Excuse my French, but you're not going to get mucked around twice. You know. And
Yeah,
for somebody who's got a kind heart like you have, people shouldn't really abuse that. They do every day, I know, but they shouldn't. You know, if you do something good for somebody, thank you, Jimmy, cost nothing.
that's
You
right.
know.
Any more questions you got there, John?
Yeah, I was just about to say, all the questions that I had for you, I can't think of any more, Jimmy.
That's all
I
right.
don't know if
Listen,
you.
I'll tell you what. While we're on, then I'll tell you what. How we wrap it up, John. Yeah. I just want
Yeah,
to say a massive thank you to all the people that recommend us. It doesn't go unnoticed with us. Yeah. I'll say thank you right here and now. And I always say thank you anyway. Yeah, if I can. Sometimes I miss a few posts, but I always say thank you. Thank you to everybody in Clacton on Sea and Colchester because I've only been here 3 years and these people have been amazing to me. Yeah, the ones who are clever enough and clued up enough to know that I will help. As much work as I get, I will help their community. The more work I've got, the more I'll give back to this local community. So I love it down here. But also the people, I'll never forget where I started the business in Southend on Sea and all them lovely people in Southend and surrounding areas, Benfleet, Canvey, Rochford, you name it. I want to say thank you to all them people that carry on recommending us because we still cover them areas every day. And without you people, we wouldn't have a business. So I'm always grateful, always humble. I'll always do someone a favour, but don't mug me off because, like you said, John, you'll only do it to me the once. You can do it to me once, but you'll never get a second chance. And trust me, I will never forward on your business name. I'll never recommend you again. So it works two ways. It's a two-way street, yeah. And I don't mean that spiteful. I like seeing people getting on. I like seeing people with nice things, but I do like a little bit of give and take. But thanks to everybody who recommends us constantly. We really do appreciate it. And as I said, the more work we got, the more we will give back to the community. I can't give it if I ain't got it, John, can I?
no. But I just want to say one thing to you as well. I want to say a big thank you, Jimmy, for coming on my show today, mate. I really appreciate you giving up your time and sharing your business with us all for the third time for me. You've always come up trumps for me. You've always come on when I've asked, and I appreciate it. I really do from here. Thank you. You know, I
You're
think it's
welcome,
amazing,
John.
mate. And hopefully you come on again.
Of course,
You
always
know,
got your back. Let's arrange for an interview with Holly, yeah, because be
yeah,
interesting
I'll be
to
more than
like
happy
you
to do
said.
that. I'll be more than happy to interview your daughter. More than happy.
Right, lovely, John. Listen, I just want to say one more time, thank you to all our customers, all our loyal friends, and all our clued up business contacts that share the work about. Yeah, right. You people are amazing, and just carry on. We all help each other. We can all eat and pay our bills. All right. Thanks for the interview, John. God bless you.
Anytime,
Stay
mate.
safe.
Yeah, and I just want to say to anybody, if you want to check out his website, it's scrolling on the bottom of the screen, so you can see it. Anybody wants to contact Jimmy, you can contact Jimmy, and he'll look after you. Thanks, Jim, mate.
Thank you, John. God bless. Take
God
care.
bless, sir.
Stay safe.
Take care. See you. Stay safe, mate.
Bye.
Yeah, I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Jimmy Burns of BY Security for coming on my show today. I want to say a big thank you to Jimmy Burns for coming on. Thank you, sir. God bless.